Okay, this is 3D Mark times by Extreme. Let's see what score we get. Okay, what did we get? 19,520 on the graphics. There you go. Okay, so NVIDIA sent me an RTX 4090 graphics card and a brand new PC built by PC specialists running on an Intel CPU. And today we're going to be checking out some games on the 4090. This is Cyberpunk here, and I just want to show you guys here. We are playing this absolutely maxed out at 4K resolution. And we've got the new DLSS 3.0 turned on, frame generation, and this is as good as it gets. Ray tracing is on Psycho as well. Frame rate's in the top left. 134, 136. Pretty crazy. I thought instead of just doing a load of benchmarks, I would actually play some of the games that I play regularly. So we're going to be playing maybe some Overwatch 2, BF2042, Warzone. We'll see what the frame rate's like, and yeah, should be good fun. If you enjoy it, leave a like. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is BF2042, and I'm playing here on Breakaway, and this is the biggest map in the game on a 128 player server. Let's have a look at the settings. We're on 4K. I think we've got everything on Ultra here, apart from the ray traced ambient occlusion, because it doesn't really make much of a difference how the game looks, and it takes off about 50 FPS. But we've got DLSS on quality. Frame rate in the top left, 188, 172, 179, 178. That's pretty crazy, man. Now, I usually play this game at 1440p with a mix of high and medium settings. So I wanted to see what that looks like. And I've turned DLSS off just because I prefer the sharpness of the native quality when I'm playing like a competitive FPS. But what's this going to look like? Save the settings there. 205, 234, 211, 240, 250, 254. Oh my goodness. Okay, Overwatch 2. Looking pretty good already. And we've got this here. Native 4K. Graphics, everything's ultra, maxed it all out. Let's have a look. 218, 215, 210. And this is like as good as it. I think you could probably play this at 8K and it would be fine. 233, 248, 260 was that I saw there? Let's get in a fight here. We're actually pushing like 260 now. 245, 252. It looks like it's kind of averaging around like 260, 284, 290. Now, just out of interest, because I know that there are some 500 Hertz monitors coming, I've dropped it to 1080p and I've put everything on low. So say you're like a hyper competitive player. Look at the FPS. I think this is maxed out at 600 FPS. My goodness. It is actually maxing it out sometimes. 601 I saw there. So yeah, it looks like if you get a 500 Hertz monitor, you can actually run this game at 500 FPS with a 4090. Can I get a kill though? That's the thing. I need to put some time in. All right, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortune's Keep, 266. We're playing at 1440p. This is what I usually play Warzone on, with most stuff on low or disabled. I like texture quality on high though, and normal. But yeah, you can see I have most things turned off just so I can max a frame rate. Get as much performance as possible. 260, 228, 241, 223, 231, 241, 242. Usually on my older system, I was getting like 180 to 190 here. So that's a pretty nice improvement. I'm going to get a kill on Warzone though. Yes. Interesting that my CPU isn't boosting as high as it could do for this game either. So I think I could squeeze even more performance out of this if I tweak the BIOS a little bit. Going to be good for Modern Warfare 2, I think, just in terms of raw rasterization power. Okay, next up we're looking at A Plague Tale Requiem. So this is a sequel to the first game. This is an interesting one because it's a brand new game that's coming out very soon. And we're doing it at 4K again. And we've got super resolution on DLSS, that's 3.0, frame generation on, reflex on, and then everything else on ultra. Now, unfortunately, I can't really show you much stuff in this game outside of the introduction here because the developers want the story and stuff to be they don't want it to be spoiled, you know? So just from a tech standpoint, this game is full of some of the features that you get on the 4090. And the frame rate is what, 185, 192, 186. A nice looking game, isn't it? The level of detail in the geometry. All the foliage around. I never played the first game all the way through though, so maybe I should. Crazy FPS. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is native 4K Valorant. 700 FPS? So, what? Sorry, what? 4K? Yeah. Graphics quality, high. 2 times MSAA. I think it's maxed out at native 4K. 600. 500, 600. What? I mean, like, that's just silly, isn't it? Go on now. Okay, you ready for this one? Doom Eternal, native 4K. DLSS is off. And we've got ray tracing turned on. Everything else is on Ultra Nightmare. Look at the FPS. 235, 240. Oh my goodness. Have I got the grenade launcher? I think I do. Yeah, this is just the native rasterization performance. Absolutely insane. And I know obviously I'm not doing benchmarks and that kind of thing. I just wanted to play some games and see what the FPS was like. But there's plenty of other channels out there that would give you a proper review if you're thinking about buying one of these. Toto, we went car racing. Time for some F1 2022. And I think I've got this set up right. So this is like a custom build of the game with all the new stuff turned on. If we go to video mode here, you can see we've got NVIDIA DLSS, and I think that's 3.0, the new one. Super resolution mode performance, and we've got frame generation on again at 4K. So jump into a race and we'll see what the FPS is like. Okay, here we go. Now, I have to warn you guys, I'm not very good at this game, but I don't think you need to be good at games to show the frame rate on a new graphics card. I just know that a lot of people play this now, so I wanted to include it. 180, 172. Oh, I need to look at the road and not the frame rate in the top corner. It's quite a nice looking game, this, to be honest, isn't it? And there's Russell in front of me. I should have put the rain on or something. 190, 192. Oh god, that's fine. That's, yep, that's a bit of damage. Where's the Toto? Where's the safety car? God, I'm not going to go down in the history books for this one, am I? Or maybe I am, but just for the wrong reasons. But 194. I mean, sometimes we're pushing like 200 FPS, man. There it is. There's F1 2022. All right, we're going to finish with CSGO. Native res 4K. Everything's maxed out. Blah, 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 blah. I couldn't get the NVIDIA frame tool to work with this for some reason, so I've just put the net graph on in the bottom right. 400 and... what is that? 480? I think it's pushing 500 sometimes. It goes to 1,000 FPS there. That's all right. 600 I saw there. 700. 5. So it's about like 490 maybe. 500 average. It's going so quick. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, I think once again, like if you want to get one of those new 500 hertz monitors when they come out, you could legit get a 500 FPS on this game, even at 4K. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it there for today. Like I said, not a typical review, just me playing some games that I like to play, and I think you guys might want to know what the frame rate's like on them. Pretty crazy rasterization performance, some cool tech here too with DLSS 3, and the frame generation stuff too. I didn't really go into that at all, but if you want to learn about that, Digital Foundry did a great video on that on Spider-Man, so go check that out. I need to be up there. Also, like the AV1 encoding as a content creator and the decode, I didn't really talk about that, but that's going to be really fun to check that out, and I'll definitely be diving into that in the future. With that said, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, guys. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't, a dislike. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.